What's up, y'all? It's your girl Tasha. Y'all know we here. First Saturday scares and spooky season. My costume today is a combination of. You're welcome. Can you mind your business? I'm gonna keep this in the video. Shit. As I was saying, my costume is a combination of Attack on Titan and Hogwarts. I helped my cousin Levi, I'm his black cousin, helped them defeat the Titans. Got my honorary, you know what I'm saying, shit. And then I signed up for Hogwarts, Gryffindor. Y'all knew what it was. But this is gonna be quick because like I've already streamed like 2 scary movies today, and then I got another stream to do after this. So I got 2 videos. I got Blue Clue. I already see it's a fucking Meat Canyon video. Pyro sent that to me. And then I have one called Top 10 Scary Texas Urban Legends. Who sent me the urban legends? Miss Bayonetta sent me that. And then of course y'all know y'all will get a video every week in October because it's October. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start the first video. I think I'm gonna save the Blues Clues one for last. It say Blue Clue and I see this house, so I already know this probably Blues Clues. Well, let's start with the urban legends.
Welcome back to the most amazing channel on the internet. I'm your host, Rebecca Fergus, and today we're talking about the top 10 scary Texas urban legends. I've absolutely always wanted to go to Texas.
I tried to give y'all some
Music,
ambiance
food,
in the background.
Sunshine, culture. I think I would absolutely love it. That being said, this list has freaked me out somewhat. Before we jump into this video, guys, do let me know what state you live in or what country you live in, and if we want to do an urban legends for you. Do you know any urban legends? Why not get me some of the research before I do it? I'd love that. Also, if you guys want to connect with me on social media, my link is in the description box down below. And while you're there, why don't you click on that thumbs up button and the notification bell so you never miss a top 10 video. Coming into number 10, we have the legend of the black-eyed children.
Oh.
Forget the black-eyed peas, meet the black-eyed children.
Excuse me?
I'll say it again.
In Texas?
Ghosts creep me out. They're the worst kinds of ghosts. Kids are creepy.
Not them kids from what's the name of that shit in the background? I used to love watching that.
Creepy black-eyed children stalking the streets of Abilene in Texas. The story comes from a local
Abilene.
journalist, Brian Bethel, who said that in 1996 he was in the parking lot of a movie theater when he popped on his inner car light to write a check. 96 and checks. See, this wouldn't happen now. 2 words. E-transfer. Wait, is that 1 word? Either way, I absolutely knew that archaic banking was a road to evil. Back to the story. Noticing the light in his car, 2 kids came up to his window, which he rolled down to see what they wanted. Now, the kids looked between 9 and 12 years old, and they asked him for a ride. He said they had a very uneasy feeling about them, and after a while, he noticed that their eyes were totally black.
Oh,
he
hell
wound up his
no.
window and got the heck out of there.
What is this,
But
Village of the
story
Damned?
wasn't
I think
to
that
go
was them
down
kids.
Abilene
I should watch
legends.
that.
Coming in at number 9, we have the Candy Lady. Who
Not
loves
the Candy
I
Lady?
love candy. Get me a dip and dab and a strawberry lace. Although we
Child,
have
what
to
y'all
say
got
the
going
Candy
on?
Lady of Texas is enough to make me give up caramels for life, which is a shame because caramel's such a dream. So the Candy Lady is said to have been a woman called Clara Crane. She lived in Texas around the turn of the 20th century. She was said to have been married to an older man, and the pair had a child called Marcella. Sadly, Marcella was killed in a freak accident, and Clara blamed her husband and then went mad, reportedly killing him with poisoned caramel. She was then taken to North Texas Lunatic Asylum, but released a few years later. This is when Candy started showing up on windowsills, luring in kids. Later, a number of kids across the state went missing, and one farmer was said to have found rotten children's teeth in a caramel wrapper on his land. The urban legend goes that the Candy Lady will start by leaving a kid candy to win their trust. Then she'll abduct them and stab them with a fork. I shouldn't laugh, but forks are kind of like the comedy side of utensils, right? From Candy Lady to Donkey Lady at number 8. Donkey Lady, now I've heard it all. Apparently, ye old Donkey Lady haunts a bridge over Elm Creek in San Antonio, Texas.
Oh.
The origin story of the ghost dates back almost 200 years to the mid-1800s. When
Not that
settlers were
Donkey
living on the
Lady,
banks
bruh.
of Elm Creek, a husband and wife had a small wooden farmhouse and were making a living with a small number of livestock. One day, one of their donkeys or mules was grazing in the area when a young man from the town came across it. This man was not a nice man, but he was a wealthy man. He was the son of an important town leader. The young man teased the donkey and hit it with a stick, to which the donkey fairly responded by biting him. I'd bite someone if they hit me with a stick too. Retaliating, the man started heavily beating the donkey. Hearing their mule being attacked, the couple emerged and told the man to get away, throwing rocks at him for hurting their valuable animal. The man had a bit of
not Joffrey, bitch, not this picture.
Moment, and he screamed that his father would hear about this, and to be honest, hear about it he did. He brought a bunch of friends to the farmhouse to torch the place. When the husband intervened, he was shot, as were his sons. The wife's dress caught fire, and she helplessly watched her loved ones die. As she was engulfed in flames, she screamed, running down the road. She began to burn as she threw herself into the creek. Her body was never found, but her wails are said to still be heard along the stretch of the road.
Child, I ain't fucking with that.
It is said that she appears screaming with her arms outstretched on the bridge.
Like they died under horrible circumstances. That's probably real.
But when they stop, there's nothing there. Coming into number 7, we have Arlington Screaming Bridge / Hell's Gate.
Not at Arlington?
Texans going down the Arlington Screaming Bridge and listening out for the shrieks of the dead is some kind of local rite of passage. On a winter's night in 1961, a car full of 6 Arlington teenage girls fell off a burned out wooden bridge and onto the rail tracks next to a creek. This creek had a little bridge over it that's still there today. Now the driver didn't realize that the bridge was out, drove over it, crashed. 3 of the girls died as a result of the impact, 1 suffered a brain injury and 2 others were injured. Those responsible for burning the bridge were 4 boys who went to the same high school as the girls, resulting in a big local scandal and tragedy. The bridge over the creek still stands and people refer to it as the Screaming Bridge in memory of the girls who died. The spot near the bridge may also be cursed. In 1994, 2 people were killed in a truck.
Why do I feel like Jujutsu Kaisen? Didn't they have a bridge? Somebody died, a curse, some kind of shit like that? That seemed like that's familiar.
The White Lady of Rio Frio. So the Frio River is a beautiful spot near Rio Frio in Texas. On a summer's day, you may see picnickers hanging out by the water enjoying the weather, but some say they've had a far spookier experience. Many people that visit the Frio River have reported a strange white mist hovering over the water. Some say it's a strange microclimate, but others cite the story of the Lady of Frio. The story goes that back in the 1900s, a young girl called Maria Juarez was the prettiest girl in the canyon. She was young and had an elder sister whom she loved deeply. Her sister had children with a man called Gregorio, who unfortunately cared more about Maria than a sister-in-law. Maria helped raise her sister's children and dreamed that someday she would meet someone, marry them, and have kids of her very own. She thought all of her dreams had come true when she met Anselmo, a dashing young man who seemed to return her affections. Sadly, this angered Gregorio, who told Maria that he loved her and wanted to be with her. When she rebuffed him because of her sister and Anselmo, he shot her through the heart by the lake. Now, her spirit is said to haunt the spot to this day. Adding a level of legitimacy to the story, there's an unmarked grave in a Frio cemetery said to belong to Maria, the White Lady who died an unmarried virgin. Coming into number 5, we have El Muerto. The El Muerto tale is truly terrifying. Back during the gold rush era, people thought that there was gold to be found in Texas. On top of that, the USA-Mexico border was hotly contested around this area, with an area of no man's land between the 2 countries. In this area, bandits were rife and Texas Rangers were around to keep them in check. One ranger, William Bigfoot Wallace, wanted to teach the bandits a lesson after one persistent criminal, known simply as Vidal, stole a bunch of Mustang horses. When he was in court, Bigfoot Wallace and his ranger friends chopped off Vidal's head, sat his body on a horse, attached his hands to the reins, and strung his head to the saddle.
Like the Headless Horseman in Texas?
Other would-be bandits a lesson not to mess with the Texas Rangers. Some poor sod then had to deal with finding the horse and its deceased cargo, which would be absolutely awful. Despite eventually being taken down from the horse, legend has it that Vidal rides on through the Rio Grande area today, and his ghost is dubbed as El Muerto. Coming into number 4,
so he just like the Spanish Headless Horseman?
El Camaroncito, a dancing Texas urban legend. I am so down for this. Apparently the dancing devil is local only to El Camaroncito, so ladies of other towns, no worries if a man is asking you to dance, you're probably safe. Ladies in Camaroncito though, watch out. So basically a legend has it that in the 1970s, a man in a dapper suit would ask beautiful ladies to dance with him. While they didn't find him beautiful, they felt compelled to dance. As he danced, women would be swept up. One day, a woman noticed the man she was dancing with had hooves for feet and that everyone near them was staring in horror. Realizing she was dancing with the devil, she ran away. The devil, however, remained. Now, I always keep my demons in my dancing shoes. Coming into number 3, we have Goat Man.
These
Goat
funny
Man,
ass
Goat
jokes.
Man, Goat Man, Goat Man. Fun to say, fun to talk about. There are a couple of legends surrounding the Goat Man of Old Alton Bridge in Denton County. The bridge is locally dubbed Goatman's Bridge, and some say that is because there is a goat-like demon that haunts the nearby forest. But others turn to a more elaborate tale of a local goat farmer. Oscar Washburn was a black goat farmer who was known for being an honest businessman, and he was a well-liked member of the community. Unfortunately, a successful black man caught the attention of the KKK, who was said to have abducted him in August 1938. Reportedly, they tied a noose around his neck and threw him over the Old Alton Bridge into the river below. When they went to bring up his body, they found that the noose was empty. Frustrated, the clan went to his house and slaughtered his wife and children.
Wow.
Washburn's body was never found, but a lot of paranormal enthusiasts will tell you that if you drive out over the bridge at night without your headlights on, the old goat man will be standing on the other side to greet you. Some also report being touched or grabbed by a spirit, and others say there are weird flashing lights in the nearby forest. Coming into number 2, we have the ghost of Fort Phantom Hill. Fort Phantom is one of the most well-preserved historic sites in Texas, with original architecture dating back to the mid-1850s. Fort Phantom was built as a safe stop for immigrants headed to the Californian gold fields. The story behind the name of Phantom Hill seems to be twofold. On the one hand, the fort is said to look really high up on a plateau from afar, but when you get close, it looks level, so it disappears like a phantom. The other story is that one night while a sentry was keeping watch, he fired on a Native American who was on the hill. When he went to go and investigate, he didn't find a body. When the team at the whole fort went out to look for a band of natives, they couldn't find any evidence of them ever being nearby. This ghost on the hill is said to re-emerge every now and then, confusing those who watch from the garrison. Finally, coming into number 1, we have one of the most well-known Texas urban legends ever. We have the Houston Batman.
Houston Batman? Bitch, I ain't never heard of that.
But then I delved further into this legend and I realized that they don't mean like the superhero. No, no, no. The Houston Batman
I ain't never heard of this
is also known
shit.
as the Houston Horror and is a winged creature that has regularly been sighted in Houston, Texas. Now this creature is a bit like the Mothman of the Mothman prophecies, and I don't like a big moth. The story of the winged menace dates back to 1953 when a woman and her neighbors were sitting on their porch in East 3rd Street, Houston. 23-year-old
No, East 3rd Street.
said she looked up over the lawn and saw the shadow of a huge moth.
No comment.
When she looked up, she saw something huge then fly into a pecan tree. Her and her neighbors thought that the monster was around 6.5 feet tall, although they weren't totally sure what they'd seen. 14-year-old Judy Mayer, who was also sat on the porch, screamed in fear as she got a square-on look at the monster. He was described as a man, but with wings, huge wings, and a weird, strange yellow haze around him. Mrs. Walker reported the incident to the police and spoke to local news outlets. The Batman/Mothman may have been spotted once again by Houston Bel Air theater workers in the 1990s, and the legend lives on today. Some suspect
I ain't never heard of that
that
shit.
cover-up is at play, as vigilantes seeking the Batman discovered that some years after the initial incident, Mrs. Walker's neighborhood was raised to make way for a new part of the interstate. Okay guys, that was the top 10 Texas urban legends. Before I go, I just want to reply to a few comments from one of my recent videos.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that. No. Not the Silent Sisters Korean. Now we need to do the Korean urban legends. I bet they scary as fuck. In the meantime, while we waiting before we do the next video, so I just read an article that said the license for Friday the 13th has been on hiatus for years due to a lawsuit between the screenwriter from the first film, Victor Miller, and Sean Cunningham, the director. So apparently there's an update. Victor Miller won the copyright termination appeal. Let's see. Miller was an independent contractor when he wrote the script and is therefore the owner of the paternity rights. So I'm guessing he owns the rights to like Friday the 13th or Jason or whatever now. So I don't know if they're gonna like redo the game now. Now they talking about would you like to see a licensed chapter of Jason for Dead by Daylight and all that shit. But I'm guessing that might mean good things for like games that wanted to have Jason in it. But so we gonna get to our second video, which is Blue Clue. by Meat Canyon. I fucking absolutely hate their videos. They so fucking creepy, but we gonna get into this. Oh, is this supposed to be Steve? Oh.
Am I done for the day, Blue? I don't think I can do another clue today.
See this animation, bro. They out of pocket.
Steve, isn't that so exciting?
Oh. Not the stomach. Look at the way the stomach tightening up. Why her feet together like that? Why would they do this? And after Steve made a comeback. Come on now. How old is this?
Give your dog what he wants. Be proud of your dog.
Ugh.
It's your dog after all.
Not Steve with the little boobs and the chest hair hanging out.
Steve, Blue's trying to show you a clue.
I'm uncomfortable.
Steve, you gotta take these letters out of me, man. Hey,
Oh.
Steve. Steve, Blue's trying to show you something. Hey, you been ordering a lot of Prime, Steve?
Why they have to be this nasty? Not all these things in here talking.
I'm stuffed to the brim, pal.
Oh.
It's a clue, Steve. Steve, look, it's a clue. Just pull one out, buddy. Just pull one out. Free me of a letter, Steve. What?
Oh, I got to get a thumbnail. I need to change my lighter so it don't look as dark on the thing. Ooh! What the fuck? What is happening?
Steve, did you see the Blue's clues left for you? How exciting!
I don't. Oh, God, I don't.
Stinky time, Steve.
No,
Stinky time.
Oh. Why everything so nasty? And oh my god. What is happening? Not all them pictures of Steve. What is Blue doing? What's happening? Oh, oh my god. I just ate, please.
Steve, look! It's more clues, Steve! Steve, look, Steve! Steve, look! It's more clues, Steve! Oh, fuck. The mailman's coming, Steve. Oh, look at all these clues. Clues, Steve.
Okay, this is fucking annoying. This is why Steve loves y'all playing.
Shut up! Why don't you all just shut the fuck up? I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to solve these stupid fucking clues. I don't want to look at your face, your blue hair, your beady gross eyes. You disgust me. You've lost all resemblance to the dog that I knew.
Wow.
I can't remember the last time I looked at you with any kind of happiness.
Wow.
I hate you, Blue. I really do.
Not all this shit in the house that they hollering Steve. Steve, no. Steve.
Blue?
Oh my god. You just stumped out your dog?
Please, no.
What's wrong with Steve? Steve, you was schizophrenic? This one of them fucking urban legends from the 90s? Not him stumping Blue out like that? Bro, what these people be making and watching? And what is this? Bro, I'm so sick of being traumatized by fucking... And this just came out in September. I'm so sick of Meat Canyon scarring me, bro. Like, what the fuck? That's disgusting. Well, that's definitely all for today, bitch, because I'm tired. Let me not blind y'all no more with this light in the background. I'm finna put this video up, so if you're watching this, I'm probably, if I haven't already, about to start a stream. If y'all want to come join the stream in YouTube, gonna be a 7 days to die stream. But thank y'all so much for the support. I appreciate y'all watching my videos regardless of what they are. We appreciate y'all. Hopefully I have on a better costume next week. I did a movie yesterday on Twitch. I did two today on Twitch, and then we're doing Candyman, the new one, tomorrow. If you want to join, make sure links in the description if you want to watch. But I'm gonna get out of here. Don't forget, if you want me to watch something specific for Saturday Scare, send it to M2TRSS on Twitter. I have some more videos I haven't seen. I just did these two because it was about 20 minutes, but I'll try to make the next one longer, hopefully. But thank y'all for the support, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Peace.